What's up, Mustang fans? This is Larry at TJR Sim here, and taking another look at my Dark Horse. Some of the extra mods that I've put on it here lately. I'm preparing it to get supercharged here one day. Hopefully in 2026 I'll be able to pull that off. But until then, I do need some extra traction because I've realized 500 horsepower still has a hard time holding the back wheels from spinning up, especially on some roads if it's cold outside or some that aren't so grippy. You can pretty much spin it up at wheel going through second gear just to show off and have fun. But the car auto corrects very well, so it's not a crowd killer. But obviously you gotta have some common sense as well, and a little bit of skill set, I guess, and luck. But anyway, so I got these Velgen wheels. These are the 20 by 11 rears with 305s, 3520s on the back, and 20 by 10 fronts, which is 275, 3520s. Now the fronts are as wide as what the stock wheels were, and of course obviously the stock ones are much wider at 305s instead of 275s. Stock was 255, I think 40s, 19s, and the rear was 275, 40, 19s for the stock. You'll notice, you heard that there's a Lamborghini going by, a friend of mine. But anyway, you will notice the car does ride a little higher. So overall, I measured the tires, or weighted the tires, and also the diameter. You do actually get a full inch taller, even with the different ratios being a 35 series versus the 40 series. The wheel gap is the same, still 2-finger wheel gap. And the plus is that now, if you see down there at the bottom of my driveway, I have these little rubber ramps, and I have to use those to get the car in the garage. And that was because when I added the front carbon fiber splitter, I couldn't get in there without dragging it. And in fact, I have some scratch marks already on it, accumulated through some time here already, and unfortunately, but that stuff's replaceable, no big deal. But anyway, to get on with the wheels here is it gives me more height, and the stance is still the same as what it was before as far as the wheel gap goes, and so it looks really good. I don't know that you really even need to lower this car any. I could lower it now an inch. Now you could actually, if you wanted to, if you didn't have such a ridiculous driveway like mine and you wanted to lower it another inch, putting 20s on there will give you that lower inch, that lower stance, take away some of that wheel gap, and still have as much clearance as you did with the 19s on it, basically, with running 20s as far as ground clearance goes. So that is a plus there. So I could add some springs to help that out, although undecided, living at this house with this particular driveway, if I would do that. So I don't think I will right now. Anyway, so the gist of this all is of course, get a nice fat rear tire on the back for some traction, which it does actually do good. These are running the Mickey Thompson Street Comp tires. I got these from LMR.com. I buy a lot of my stuff from them as well, and I will buy my supercharger for them as well, actually too, because they have the lowest prices on them. I'm not paid for this video or anything like that. I just sharing what I like. So as far as riding on these tires, they ride just as good as the stock tires that came on it. I can't recall the brand they are, but they ride just as good as that one. Well, I say just as good. They are just a slight rougher riding than those tires, maybe because they just need a little bit of break-in, but I doubt it. But they are ride just slightly more rough than those, but still overall really good, smooth enough tire on the roadways. And definitely grip really good. You can put this in drag mode still on a fairly sticky tarmac and catch second and third gear scratches with it, but before second gear scratches would send the car a little bit sideways, whereas now it just chirps and hooks and goes. And third is hit and miss. Sometimes you get a third gear scratch if there's enough dust on the road, and then sometimes it just pushes forward. So is what I've noticed. More times than not, it just pushes forward instead of getting a chirp out of it. But that's just some of the thoughts I've had on these. I do feel a lot more comfortable riding around, going over speed bumps, even picking up my kids. Their speed bumps at their school are somewhat ridiculous as well. You know, I don't have to worry about scraping things. Even some deviations in the roads, when you go across intersections, they have a high and then and a low. Some of the roads out here in Texas, the lows are quite low, and if you're going too fast or you don't turn to go through them sideways, you will scrape the front spoiler on this car. So That's just how it is. I imagine it would be the same thing if you got the Performance Pack Dark Horse as well, because the spoiler sticks out the same. It's just I got the non-Performance Pack because, well, for one, it came in, I couldn't find this color in the Performance Pack. 2, I knew I was gonna get some lighter wheels eventually. And 3, I knew I wanted carbon fiber front clips, so why pay for the stock ones? And so anyway, that's what's going on here. Now, as far as weight savings, the tires that I replaced were 75% worn, so take it for what it weighs. But when I weighed those worn down tires to these Velgen wheel ones, they were 5.4 pounds lighter per tire and wheel combo for the rear and 1.3 lighter for the front. I didn't add another extra pound to it because I was missing 75% of the rubber on those tires. So roughly 6 pounds savings in the rear and 2 pounds in the front, which that's a lot of extra unsprung weight, as you know. So you're gonna have a quicker handling car and quicker acceleration car just from that alone. I have noticed that actually this thing takes corners better than it did with the stock 19s, and it holds the line better with the stock than the stock wheels as well. So I do like that. So there was some performance gain as far as handling goes, and obviously for traction. But I think they look beautiful. I had some contrast to the Vapor Blue car with the bronze. Anyway, pretty damn sweet. I think I'm really enjoying them. That is it as far as the progress with the car, of the last things that I've added. I have added one more thing. I haven't put it on the car yet, but that is the Steeda Stop the Hop kit that's in my office, and I got to get that installed. And I will probably add the Steeda front lower brace that goes across the front, because when you supercharge it, you'll lose the top strut brace. And so I want to add a little bit more rigidity back to the front by adding the lower. It's only like $39. I'll order that here pretty quick as well, and then install both of those and give you some feedback on those as well. But anyway, if you got any questions, drop it in the chat, drop it down in the description. Subscribe to this, share it with everybody and their dog, and hope you enjoyed it and hope this was helpful. See you next time. I'm out.